What do you think of this overall final image?
Oh, drama. Yeah, it's perfect.
Are you a photographer who's worried they don't have enough of the best equipment to take dynamic portraits? Then this is the workshop for you. We're taking one simple single light setup. We're going to use it in 3 completely different ways to create 3 completely different images and use simple props to create a dynamic end result. Let's take you to the video.
How can we add drama to our portraits using just one light in 3 simple steps? Let's find out. Say hi to LA over here. She's in our studio today, wearing, what are you wearing? Well, what you described this earlier, what is it? Yeah, one of those. LA doesn't talk. We can't pay her to speak, as you can see, so she's not going to be speaking on this video today. That's the way we work in studio. We're talking about how to add drama to portraits today. How do we make those portraits that really sing off the canvas or stop the scroll? And I think we can do it in just 3 simple steps. And for this workshop, you're only going to need to use one light. The first thing we need to consider when we're building a portrait is color schemes. And in this instance, to make a dramatic portrait, we're going to be using a monochromatic color scheme. And with that in mind, we've been thinking about the set, the design, and also the outfit. So we've chosen to use this black bodysuit to give us no distracting elements in the picture. And we know that that's going to be working well with LA's beautifully natural bleach blonde hair. There we go, you see, perfect. And we're going to be working on a white backdrop. So if we ask you to move all the way to the back of the studio there, we've got a simple one light setup. It's an Elinchrom 5, which is going to be working with my Canon R6 camera with a simple Octabox there. And we're going to be moving this light just a little bit closer here and around in the normal position. If you've seen any of my videos before, you know that it goes 45 degrees around, 45 degrees up, and 45 degrees down towards our subject there. LA is an amazing model, so she knows exactly how to pose for our first picture, to look straight into the middle of the lens. And we're just going to take a simple picture just with this lighting setup, simple pose in there, and we're going to be using my 24-105 f4 lens. It is my favorite lens. I say it on every video. I don't need to be paid by Canon to say that like other photographers do. I just do it because it's what I prefer. 2 years of doing these videos with the same lens. It is my favorite lens. If you want to send me a free one, you can do. And we're going to be shooting this one ISO 100, f8 160th of a second. Real simple. We've measured all of the lights out here. 3, 2, 1, go. Just looking straight down the middle of the lens. And here we have, not the picture I was looking to take. We'll go that again. 3. So with LA posed here, we're just going to take our first picture, nice and simple, right in the middle of the frame, keeping the image sharp. Fill the frame, keep the image sharp. That's what my first photography tutor in 1994 taught me, and I'm still using that advice to this day. We got a very simple portrait there of LA, sort of looking straight down the middle of the lens, fairly light backdrop there. Real simple, but how can we elevate it to get something a little bit different? So the first tip is we've got a monochromatic image there, essentially, really. And if we can convert that to black and white, it's going to look really, really impactful with the dark outfit against the lighter background. But how do we increase the drama? Well, the second tip we're going to give you is to consider that background. We've got a really plain background there, nice simple white backdrop. And if we move the light away from the backdrop, I'm going to move it around about 2 meters here off the backdrop there to the edge of my studio here. And we're going to bring LA all the way over here off the backdrop so that she's the same distance away from the light that she was back there, but we're just further away from that backdrop. We're going to ask her to do exactly the same pose again, exactly the same look again there into camera. 3, 2, 1, go. And on this image here, we can see that the background has gone slightly darker. It's a slightly moodier grey, still within that monochromatic scheme. But by bringing her away from the backdrop, we've darkened it slightly, which gives us a slightly moody portrait. We're starting to work within those elements of emotion and mood that elevate the portrait slightly. Now, the third tip we're going to give you is the sizzle on the steak. And this is where you do things within your session that elevate the portrait slightly. In this instance, what we're going to do is we're going to employ this little spray can with water here. She loves this bit. Come in nice and close. This is LA's favourite bit. Look at this. And we're just going to spray the face here, keeping the eyes closed. Always the first one, isn't it? Mm-hmm. There we go. I'm going to get a little bit in the hair here, and a little bit down the side of the arms, and a little bit down the side of the arms there. Happy? Perfect. Now we're going to ask her just to bring the hair over the face just slightly. Lovely. So this isn't a conventional piece of styling. This isn't what you would normally do with your clients, but in this instance, we want to put across a character that's got a little bit different edge to it, a little bit moodier and a little bit darker. Speaking of being a little bit moodier and a little bit darker, we're actually going to change our reflector board. In that last shot, we had a white reflector panel on this side, just bouncing a bit of light back in. I'm just going to switch that round to my black side here. And what that means is that the light coming from this light here is going to not bounce back because it's going to be absorbed by the black panel here, which should give us a darker side, a darker edge to the portrait there. The third change I'm going to make is I'm just going to adjust this light slightly by bringing it down just a little bit and moving it a little bit closer and turning it a slightly feathered light, which gives us the softer edge of the light that we're working with to come across the face and give us a different quality of light. It's also going to throw less light on the backdrop. And what that means is we should have an even darker, moodier image. So a darker backdrop and darker skin tones on this side where there's no light bouncing back in. The light that we are using should be picking up on the spray can and on all of the water droplets that are now on the skin and across the hair. And in this instance as well, because we were slightly heavy with the mascara at the start of the shoot when we advised on makeup, we've actually, if you come in nice and close, we should start, close your eyes there, I'm just going to give you one more spray. We should start to see a little dribble of mascara just coming down the side of the eye there. What that's doing is it's giving us storytelling, a narrative, and a point to focus on in the image. So when I set up my autofocus, I'm going to go on the pinpoint and I'm going to try and get pin sharp focus within the eye there. Looking straight down towards me here, turn the head very slightly towards the light, and in 3, 2, 1, go. Tilt the head this way very slightly. Lean this shoulder back just a little bit. Turn the body this way towards the light. There we go. And lean your whole body towards me here for me. 3, chin down, just a fraction. Let's get real close in on that eye. 3, little bit of aggression and emotion there for me with the expression. 3, 2, 1, and go. There. And then all of a sudden, we have a completely different look and feel to the portrait, just with 3 simple steps and with 1 simple light. So those 3 tips again. First of all, we're going to consider the color scheme. And in this instance, we wanted no color in the shoot at all. So that was reflected in the outfit, in the wardrobe, and in the backdrop. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to consider the backdrop and how far away our light is to the backdrop. The further away it is on a single light setup, the darker that backdrop's going to be. And if we're looking to create a moody image, then that's going to create that feeling in the overall portrait if the background's a bit darker. And the third tip is we're going to put sizzle on the steak. Initially we put oil on the skin here, and then we added water droplets, which meant that they stayed there, which gives us that overall emotion, and then leaning into things that happen, in this case the running of the mascara, to help draw the narrative and move it even more into that direction of overall moodiness and emotion. You can talk now. Come here, LA. Hi. Hi. What do you think of this overall final image?
Oh, drama.
We like the drama.
Pure dramas.
Pure drams.
We love it.
A little bit
It's
different.
way more interesting.
It's way more interesting.
Way more.
This is where we were when we started, look. That's where we were when we started.
Nice family portrait.
Nice family.
No, worlds apart, isn't it?
Nice family portrait to start off with. If you've enjoyed this video, you can subscribe to us on our website, nofussmus.com. You can download our 1, our 2, and our 3 light workshop. You can look at us while we're doing this. She's encapsulated with the images, you see.
Yeah, it's well good.
Subscribe at nofussmus.com. Download the 1, 2, and 3 light workshop. Download your free posing guide if you want to on there. Say nice things. Have a look at all of our videos on our channel. Every Tuesday, a new lighting tutorial. Every Tuesday, every Monday, a new lighting tutorial will drop for free on this YouTube channel. Share it with your photographer friends. Say nice things. And as ever, all the very best.